my goodness. Oh my goodness. Welcome, fellow artists, to Lyricology 101. I still don't have my channel back, man. What's going on, guys? Unbelievable. Spent all this time getting everything set up to perfection. And we spent that whole last stream without audio because OBS, that's some OBS. OBS apparently forgot I had a mixer and just said nah, and just died. We don't want to mix it, and essentially. I probably did one of the greatest, one of my most magnificent dissertations of all time. It might have been one of my greatest works, breaking down this song live. One of the most amazing experiences of breaking this song down live, and it was mute. You can't hear a word I'm saying. Lordy. So we're gonna do it again. I refuse to lose. I refuse to lose. You ain't gonna take me down. So yeah, guys, so I couldn't believe it. I was just like, yo, this is the illest. Yo, this is the illest I've never been on this level. I've transcended. I'm transcending, son. I'm so smart. Yeah, and then that motherfucker was off. Wasn't even going. It's like the equivalent of having your lens cap on, son. Like, and you filmed what you believe to be the greatest experience on film. Impossibly so. So yeah, that's what went down. So we're gonna try again. This song is amazing. I'm not gonna let this song just not get its love, man. So yeah, we're back on it. Pause. Can't believe this shit. I'm so bad. It was the best. It was the greatest everything I've ever said. Everything rhymed. I was speaking in rhymes for some reason. I felt like I tapped into Shakespeare, completely elaborated everything and explaining what he was saying, and y'all didn't even hear it. It's hilarious. But life is funny like that. So let's keep it moving. All right, so let's get it started. I love this song. This song is just excellent, man. Excellent display of lyricism. I hope you guys are doing fine. We're gonna make it work. Don't forget to donate, y'all. And we're just doing a marathon of this. So we just kind of, we're gonna run some songs from Sick that I like. Some of the Dr. Dre songs that just came out. And we're just gonna listen to them. Some of them we haven't heard, but we're just gonna do what we do, all right? So I hope y'all doing all right. I hope y'all doing well. And let's get the show started, man.
I'ma need a bigger bag for the cohort. Trying to make a millionaire out of slum dogs. Bet that head crack blunt force. Cozy with the East Africans up north.
Oh man, we got work to do. I'm so upset, man. It was so perfect last time. All right, so yeah, this is what it is.
I'ma need a bigger bag for the cohort.
So the cohort, what do you think the cohort is in this concept? I looked at the cohort as somebody that he wants to put on his team, or I need somebody on my squad to push forward because he's already there, right? So I'm gonna need a bigger bag to bring it up. So I was explaining previously was like the way that Earl writes is so ambiguous that it doesn't really matter. He doesn't pinpoint the subject that he's talking to. He doesn't pinpoint the concept that he's speaking through the lyrics. It's like we get to elaborate what he's painting. It's like he draws a circle, but he doesn't tell us that it's a polka dot, which is part of a bigger image. It's like, no, he just puts a plain circle there, and you can depict it as the sun, or you could depict it as a cotton ball. You can depict it as anything that you envision that is round, but Earl just simply drew a circle, and that's how his lyricism comes together. So I think I need a bigger bag for the cohort ties into the next Slumdog Millionaire line. Basically, you'll see.
Bigger bag for the cohort. Trying to make a millionaire out of slum dogs.
So in the movie Slumdog Millionaire, right? The concept of the film is that this guy wins Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Spoilers if you ain't seen the movie, bro. It's amazing. But basically, he beats Who Wants to Be a Millionaire using stories from his life, basically answering the questions off of stories from his life and winning the million, right? So his team, he's trying to make a millionaire out of slumdogs. So these slumdogs could be other artists or other rappers that are telling these stories that's bringing them closer to getting the millions. Fucking brilliant.
Bet that head crack blunt force, cozy with the
Bet that head crack blunt force, right? So we gonna be making hits, right? That's gonna go over your head.
force, cozy with the East Africans up north, where 7 make a 3 turn a 10 by law. Crescent moon wink, when I blinked it was gone.
All right, so cozy with the East Africans up north, right? I thought that was a reference to to Egypt or some form of 5%er shit, man. I don't know nothing about the 5%ers. Do y'all know something about the 5%ers? All I know is that the crescent moon wink concept is tied to that crescent moon that they have on their emblem, and that's all I got out of it. But who knows, man? Earl is so brilliant with being broad with his depictions. That's just how he does it.
Bet that head crack blunt force, cozy with the East Africans up north, where 7 make a 3 turn a 10 by law. Crescent moon winked, when I blinked it was gone.
So crescent moon winked, when I blinked it was gone, right? So what do you think that means? When the crescent moon winked, if you look at a crescent moon to the side, it actually does look like a wink, but when he blinked it was gone. So the wink and the blink could be in the same context, the same thing. So I don't know, maybe when he closed his eyes just for a moment it disappeared.
Gone. Left the crib, smack, no sheath on the sword. Made it by the skin on my teeth, thank God. 03, mama rocking Liz Claiborne. Had her stressing up the wall playing Mary J songs.
All right, he's already depicting the time period. You got 2003, Liz Claiborne is fashion. Mary J. Blige, her music is notorious for, or at the time, some of her best music is really heartbroken music. It's about her heart being broken all the time. So imagine him as the son of his mother and breaking her heart doing fucked up things, right? But at the same time, he's layering in this ambiguous way. So remember that. It can be talking about more than one thing. It could be talking about him. He could be talking about somebody else. He could be talking about the cohort. There's so many layers that we could apply through his ambiguous writing style.
Blinked, it was gone. Left the crib, smack, no sheath on the sword. Made it by the skin on my teeth, thank God. 03,
Oh, that line's crazy. All right.
3 turn a 10 by law. Crescent moon wink, when I blinked it was gone. Left the crib, smack, no sheath on the sword. Made it by the skin on my teeth, thank God.
All right. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. I wanted to cover this line. All right. So yeah, left the house smack, no sheath on the sword, right? When you think of that line, there's a couple of left the crib smack, no sheath on the sword. There's a couple of layers you could apply to that. The crib could be his childhood coming out of it smacked, like completely dumbfounded by what was going on in his life, which could be parallel to common life as a person in the hood, or it could be representative of his journey of him being a young kid coming out smack, being high, letting his intoxication ruin his childhood and change him, which leads to the Mary J. Blige lines of his mother.
Left the crib, smack, no sheath on the sword.
All right, so yeah, he left the crib back, no sheath on the sword. So the concept here also could parallel to the sick concept, which goes into the corona idea, right? So if he left the crib smack, no sheath on the sword, that can be he left the crib smack with no mask over his mouth, and he left and made it by the skin of his teeth. Thank God that he didn't get sick or didn't catch corona.
Left the crib, smack, no sheath on the sword. Made it by the skin on my teeth, thank God. 03, mama rocking Liz Claiborne. Had her stressing up the wall playing Mary J songs.
So everything parallels all the way down to him stressing his mom out.
Any day came, couldn't rinse the stains off. Long way to go.
Right.
On my teeth, thank God. 03, mama rocking Liz Claiborne. Had her stressing up the wall playing Mary J songs. Rainy day came, couldn't rinse the stains off.
So rainy day came, couldn't rinse the stains off. So the rainy day, I feel like, could have been some kind of turmoil in his life, but also the rainy day is a natural event that could have washed the stains of his sins away, but it didn't, because he may have experienced so much darkness that it didn't come off, or he didn't change.
Made it by the skin on my teeth, thank God. 03, mama rocking Liz Claiborne. Had her stressing up the wall playing Mary J songs. Rainy day came, couldn't rinse the stains off. Long way to go, we already came far.
So long way to go, like he's talking about the journey and the story of his life, but also at that point in his life, it's like he still hasn't even seen enough of life yet.
We already came far. Story stayed the same, it was never made up. Threw me loose change, look at what I made of it.
So, okay, story of somebody that's struggling from the hood, then threw me some loose change, look at what I made of this loose change. That loose change could be, y'all gave me an opportunity to make this music, and look who I became off of that. I'm wealthy, I'm rich, I'm an artist, right? Or he could just talk about somebody making it out of the hood.
Threw me loose change, look at what I made of it. When the mood change, I'm a poker facing. It's a new day, who got all the aces? Who be folding late, who know when to play dead? Who sit up?
All right, so who got all the aces? Who be folding? We got plays on cards.
Facing. It's a new day, who got all the aces? Who be folding late, who know when to play dead? Who sit up straight?
Who be folding late? Who know when to play dead? Who sit up straight when the roof caved in, right? But also, I'm looking at all these parallels to what it could relate to somebody living life. So, who sat up straight when shit was going crazy? If the roof caves in on your house, which could mean a number of things if you parallel them through a metaphor. If your roof caves in and you sit up straight, you can handle it. Also, there's this pathology of him kind of talking about coronavirus and also him finding his peace through corona. It's incredible, man. It's fucking brilliant. Uh-oh.
Now I'm slow change, I'm a poker facing. It's a new day, who got all the aces? Who be folding late, who know when to play dead? Who sit up straight when the roof caved in? Had a full plate, you ain't wanna split it. So
you had a full plate, didn't want to split it. Try to give it to you straight, you didn't even listen, right? So you had a full plate, like we need to eat, we need this, right? And you could parallel that to corona if you wanted to in the conditions of that, where we need help, we need something, and you guys are holding it. While I try to give you the truth, like this is what's really going on, these are the conditions, but you don't even listen, you don't even give a fuck. But also him as an artist, you guys have all this you have money to give me, but you're not sharing it with me, and I'm spitting this incredible lyricism and you guys can't even hear my bars. It's fucking brilliant.
poker facing. It's a new day, who got all the aces? Who be folding late, who know when to play dead? Who sit up straight when the roof caved in? Had a full plate, you ain't wanna split it. Told your teeth straight, you ain't wanna listen. Cup running over the brim, bust open, there's no closing the lid. Drum roll, here go.
All right, so now he's talking about I'm in a state of abundance. I got the money now, right? So cup runneth over, but it's busting over. Like they're busting open. There's no closing the lid. It's coming through. But there also could be a parallel to Corona as well. Like Corona gets out and you cannot contain it, man. There's so many layers to how you put this shit together.
Play, you ain't wanna split it. Told your teeth straight, you ain't wanna listen. Cup runneth over the brim, bust open, there's no closing the lid. Drum roll, here go my little entrance. Gung ho, I'm the one that go get it.
All right, so this line is crazy, right? So drum roll, here come my little entrance, right? So you come in with a drum roll like your kingship, right? But also, I mean, he came through with gung ho, right? So the parallel to that, I'm so mad, man. I'm still thinking about the last one. I killed it on the last one and y'all couldn't hear me. So it's like I'm trying to rephrase things I've already said, but I know I said it on a Shakespearean level before, motherfuck. But anyway, we're gonna run it back and keep it moving. That's so crazy though, right? Life is funny.
Cup runneth over the brim, bust open, there's no closing the lid. Drum roll, here go my little entrance. Gung ho, I'm the one that go get it.
All right, so yeah, gung ho, right? Which is like I'm the one to go get it, but also drum roll, here comes my little entrance, which visually parallels to the gun line, because a lot of MCs use the gun sounds and a drum sound and parallel them. So this dude is a brilliant. It's about taking this ambiguous visual and applying different context to it. It's fucking genius.
Drum roll, here go my little entrance. Gung ho, I'm the one that go get it. 5 O's on me like the Olympics. Pure gold, something told me don't mix it.
All right, so 5-0 on me like the Olympics, right? They running for him, right? They coming at him, right? And then the parallel to him getting gold, right? But them coming for him like it's the Olympics, like they trying to get gold to get him, right? Also, look at him like he is a piece of gold. They're trying to get him, right? All these lines that parallel to what he's doing is a part of his ambiguous style.
Drum roll, here go my little entrance. Gung ho, I'm the one that go get it. 5 O's on me like the Olympics. Pure gold, something told me don't mix it. Caught a feeling, mama had me.
All right, so pure gold, something told me don't mix it, right? If you look at how it connects to the police line, it's like pure gold. First of all, he's going to win. He's going to get pure gold. But he's also saying don't mix it, right? Don't mix this with the police. Don't even get involved with them.
Caught a feeling, mama had me out temple. Not religious, we was really out Philly. Living on a fly, trying to wing it. We got us a fire to rekindle.
Living on the fly, trying to wing it, right? So if you're living on the fly, you're winging it on the spot, man. The parallels are genius. This guy is a god.
Caught a feeling, mama had me out temple. Not religious, we was really out Philly.
All right, so I don't know what he says on this line. My religion's really out in Philly or something. I don't know what he's saying on this line, but I feel like the religious and the Philly are paralleled in some kind of way. I sense it.
Temple. Not religious, we was really out Philly. Living on a fly, trying to wing it. We got us a fire to rekindle. Redirect the fight where it's meant for. Triumph over plight and immense loss.
Redirect the fight like it's meant for. This nigga's crazy.
Living on a fly, trying to wing it. We got us a fire to rekindle. Redirect the fight where it's meant for. Triumph over plight and immense loss. Right alone at night, I get clear thoughts. Caught a couple slices and I veered off.
So riding in the night, I get clear thoughts. Caught a couple slights and I veered off, right? So when I hear that, I was thinking of him actually being on the road, just at peace to himself, trying to clear his head. And then he started to catch a couple slights, like things that he heard somebody say about him or things that he thought about that someone said that he actually caught. Like, nigga, what that mean, right? So caught a couple slights and I veered off. And basically, I feel like veering off means he veered off his path or veered off his focus. I feel like there's a higher connection also to maybe him being in some state of peace and a thought came in and threw him off his path. You know what I mean? He's so brilliant at these ideas. He makes these simple things sound very dynamic and large.
Redirect the fight where it's meant for. Triumph over plight and immense loss. Right alone at night, I get clear thoughts. Caught a couple slices and I veered off. Saw another height, had my ears pop.
All right, so then he saw another height after he did, you know, after this car line, he said he saw another height, had his ear popped. So he went from driving on the road to a visual of him being on a plane, right? If you fly high enough, your ears pop, right? So driving on the road, veered off concept, and then saw another height, had my ear pop. And then the next line, he came outside, it was still beautiful, I think, something like that, right?
Saw another height, had my ears popped. Walked outside, it was still gorgeous. Sharp insides was revealed slowly.
Yeah, it was still gorgeous, right? So, all right, I got it. So I think the concept I came up with before was that there might be some parallel theme to him meditating, right? If he's staying on that lane and he doesn't veer off, if he does, like the slights are the slight ideas or the thoughts that could be negative that would throw him off his path, right? So if he's staying on his path and he saw another height and his ears pop, like he made it through. And when your ears pop, you hear it in your ears. So there could be some concept parallel to meditation. But that's the way that Earl writes. It's so ambiguous that you can connect any dot you want to. And that's what I love about his lyricism.
Sharp insides was revealed slowly. In the dark inside, we was real hungry. On the 7 of the 5, we was real hungry. Niggas still drumming. Foot shook ground when I stepped on it. Didn't look back when I broke soil.
Run that back. Oh, yeah. Aaron was good, man. No, yeah, they deleted the video, man. They hacked the channel and deleted it. So the Azucar video is gone. We don't have that anymore.
At the 5, we was real hungry. Niggas still drumming. Foot shook ground when I stepped on it. Didn't look back when I broke soil.
So the foot shook ground when I stepped on it and didn't look back when I broke soil, right? So, I mean, he came back as a giant, essentially, right? But then when he broke soil, I feel like as a seed, right? A seed breaks soil. So I felt like he didn't look back when he broke soil.
When I stepped on it, didn't look back when I broke soil. Cause every time I did, it would hurt more. In the dark inside, we was real hungry. On the 7 of the 5, we was real hungry. And I didn't look back when I broke soil. Cause every time I did, it would hurt more.
Fuck, what does that mean? I didn't look back when I broke soil because what? He didn't want to see all the people that he left behind. That's what I was thinking of, but I'm not entirely sure. Or it could be this concept that he left you behind lyrically. I don't know what this nigga talking about. Even with the lyrics, I'll be like,
Inside, we was real hungry. On the 7 of the 5, we was real hungry. And I didn't look back when I broke soil. Cause every time I did, it would hurt more.
Amazing, man. This dude's a genius. But yeah, man, 2010 is that song where it's just like you can have that shit on loop and another layer just opens up. Like it'll just blossom through. He's brilliant as a writer, brilliant as an artist, man. Shout out to Earl. So yeah, we got another one coming next, man. We're just gonna hop around. It's almost gonna be like we're on shuffle, man. We're just gonna see what song to break down next. All right. So much love to you guys. We'll be right back. We're gonna try. Yeah, we're gonna do another song and we'll be right back. All right. Much love to you guys. Thank you for watching. We'll be right back, and don't forget, we're the artists. I will return.